Jamaica Labour Party has sought to politicize an issue and trying to spread the rumor that the PNP does not support the police. I want you to listen to me carefully. Dressing up in blue suit and blue frock no means say you support police. No. I have been a police officer for over 41 years. I was a general secretary for the Police Federation, where we represent the welfare of the police officers. I was his vice chairman for the Officers Association. And since I have announced myself as the MP candidate for Central Kingston, every police officer that I've run into, they will say to me, Mr. McGregor, will find somebody that can represent for the police in Parliament. Listen to me. With Steve McGregor representing for you, my officers, you have somebody that can negotiate. You know that? I was a part of the team that negotiated the best settlement for police ever in the JCF. So don't let them try to fool you to think that the PNP is not for the police. We're for the police. But listen, we're for transparency. We're for professionalism. We're for accountability. So we will support the body-worn cameras. Yes, because we want accountability. We'll also volley for other less lethal weapons to be used in your effort. We'll also put things in place so that you're properly trained to manage critical incidents. Because I'm seeing too much incidents on the road where it seems as if the police don't have control over it. This is a trained and proven police officer for over 41 years. So when I represent for you, you know that I'll be speaking of what you need and what is right for you. So don't let nobody fool you and try to tell you that the PNP is not for the police. Yes. I want them to hurry up and pay the retroactive payment that they have for the police and other government workers, because they are waiting until close to when they call the election as if it's a special favor that they are doing for these workers. It is something that they are obligated to do. Yes. Our spokesman on national security commended the police, and I will go along and endorse what he's saying. We endorse what the now Commissioner of Police is doing. And I see where he's putting some young officers out there on the streets because they are not resting on their laurels to say the little decrease in murders. We have seen this before. So for it to be consistent, you must put officers out there who can go and connect with the citizens and make the citizens the central focus on any crime strategy that you are using to police them. The citizens must be the central focus.
Hello, JPU family. Welcome to another episode of Jamaica Politics Uncovered. So it's no surprise that Steve McGregor is now the voice of the PNP when it comes on to matters of policing. I don't know where Peter Bunting is. He's the shadow spokesperson on national security. But make we talk about Steve McGregor and what he said here real quick. So Steve McGregor is saying that the JLP is trying to give the impression that the PNP is against or anti the police. As I said yesterday on our live broadcast here, when you have a day where protesters on both sides are facing off in the country's capital, and you have the government who spoke and the opposition completely silent, not even a statement, it gives a feeling that there's something cynical going on behind the scenes where the opposition is concerned. But not only that, the way in which this protest was done, it rubs people the wrong way. And that's why a lot of people are under the impression that those who came out to put up a hostile front against the police, They look like they are against crime fighting or getting crime under control. But, like I said, guys, where this matter with the policing and body camera, everything concerned, it can be debated, it can be confronted. It doesn't have to be a show of hostility against the police by JFJ or anybody. Both sides need to come to the table and speak to one another. That's all it takes. McGregor is talking about going to parliament as a representative of the police. Me never know that. Me think he might go there as a representative of the people. So is it that McGregor is saying that he is going to go to parliament and advocate for the police? Or is he saying that his ultimate goal is to be the next security minister? Because if that be the case, him just step on Peter Bunting toe. Oh, we go. There's a national security minister for a reason. They're the ones who deal with matters of national security and law enforcement issues in the country. I guess we can take it that Mark Golding and Peter Bunting are planning to give McGregor the security ministry. It is quite sad, though, that this matter is being politicized. We're all here as patriotic citizens, wanting and hoping to see the matter of crime dealt with in our country. And while we're doing that, protect the citizens' rights. And it has become a political football. And the only people that is going to suffer is the Jamaican people. This is why consensus is so important. When you have a set of people who cannot find consensus to deal with important matters in the country, what it does, it holds back the country from progressing and getting better. A country cannot go further and go forward when you always have people in the government who's trying to do the right thing and those in the opposition trying to hold the country back. And it becomes a vicious cycle against the people of that country. It is important when we are dealing with matters of importance, we have to find and elect people who can be civil and can find consensus for the good of the country. And I find that is very much lacking today in our politics. A couple of people alluded to it in Parliament, guys, right after the last election that, something is seriously wrong here. And the problem seems to be the members of the PNP. It's always a one-upsmanship thing with them. I have never seen these people ever, under Mark Golding's leadership, come out and supported anything that is for the good of the country. It seems like they would rather see the country burned to the ground for them to pick up the ashes. Me not understand how people can call themselves patriots and show them kind of behavior there. It's sickening, really. So, in conclusion here, what McGregor said, that the government is making it seem like, or giving the false impression that the PNP is against the police. No, the government didn't do that. It is the PNP and the Jamaica for Justice people. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. Because we could have had this discussion as a country and as two political parties without it coming down to wasting time, money, and resources to go stage a protest like that to show hostility against the police. Guys, this is Jamaica Politics Uncovered. Thank you for stopping by. I'll catch you in the next video.
When crime did I get out of control, uno call for Anjo, we do something. Now the man a do something. What uno a ball for? Eh? What uno a ball for? The man a clean up the country. Jamaica need to clean up. When we're done with this, we're not supposed to see the gunman round here. We're supposed to see these 10 cities, sir. So uno make the man them do them work. Too much crime. I take over. Yeah, some people are going like say, them are the law, See the liar. This need to clean up. And if the law can't carry out the work in peace without interruption, do your work with respect, pride, and dignity. Let no man stop you from execute righteousness upon earth. Who know the law? No other law, no the Lord who know. And if you back down, thief and murderer are going to become the law.